Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the HG Adele. Yes, well, you're seeing two reviews again on this week because I sort of, impulsively bought and built the Adele, and I absolutely love the kit, and it's a very simple and basic kit that it shouldn't be a problem making a review of. Once again, this was, I believe I bought it in Japan because it never actually came back in Gundam based Korea, so I went all the way to Japan and got a Adele. Even in the Gundam based Tokyo, there were only like a few left, so and I absolutely think it was worth the purchase. Anyway, let's get on to the review now. The Adele, the best way I could put it is a mass-produced age, but a really simplified age. It if you read the wiki, it shares the same frame of the age, but kit-wise, there are also some similar parts or same parts used as the age, but not entirely. Anyway, let's get on to the review. Now, when I first posted pictures of this kit on Facebook, a lot of people were asking me regarding the leftover parts for some reason. I don't know what was the main reason, but I will get to them right away. But first of all, let's start with the components. Of course, you get the Adele as well. I recently figured out it's called Adele because as a kid, when I first saw Age, I always pronounced it Adele because of the spelling. But oh well. Now, the main stuff you get is a DOTS rifle. This is not exactly the same rifle as the H1, which I will get into soon. You get two beam saber effects. I just took out one as an example. They get both stored in the side skirt armor, like the H1 as well. And you get two beam saber effects, and these beam saber effects are the flat ones. Just keep in mind that. These are the flat type beam saber effects. You get three hands, two multi-purpose hands for the left and right, and you get one open hand for the left arm for some reason. Okay, and you get a sticker sheet, and as you can see, I used all of these stickers. Well, of course, some of them aren't really that necessary. Some may be necessary to some people, but anyway, I won't mention what part is a sticker. And we get the shield, which is exactly the same shield as the H1 normal, but in different colors. Now, if you see the box, the color is pretty much, you know what, let me show you guys the box. The color is a very light grayish blue, but the kit, it comes in a little bit, yeah, I wasn't the color is kind of different than you think. It comes in it's blue, but a little bit, I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm not really good with colors, but a very, very light blue color with I guess a mixture of gray or something like that, but yeah. Okay, we've seen the basic components. Now let's look at the leftover parts, which a lot of people were, wondering about. So, you know what, let me get rid of the typical ones I usually deal with. We have some leftover polycaps, only 4 I believe, so not too bad. Okay, I think this is a point where I should be showing you guys proper stuff. Now, here are all the leftover parts. Some I cut off, some I was getting lazy, so I did not cut them individually. But first of all, we have the side skirts from the H1s, which are the beam saber holding compartments. Basically, they should be the same shape, but the Adele uses the bluish color, so we have the leftover white parts. We have partial of the front and back skirt armor. I believe you don't get the yellow parts, so you don't actually get to use these parts. So that's that. We get this part, which is the waist or the torso and waist connector between. So yeah. We have this part, which is the actual parts for the DOTS rifle for the H1, because if you've seen the series, they actually have a little bit difference. Now, I thought this was longer, but instead of being longer, it has a different shape. As you can see, it doesn't, the Adele one, okay, technically it does have a scope, but it's built on the top, and it does not spin, because I believe the H1 could spin the front part as well, and this one I believe has a handle, which I believe this one does not actually have a handle. So if you want to use it, you are technically able to use this as well. I mean, if you want to, but yeah, but it's really up to you. So they're not exactly the same piece, but really up to your preference if you're going to modify or customize it, whatever you want. And this one, of course, has this part where you can, I believe you can store it on the back part, so this peg would come in handy at that point. Okay, and the rest of the part, you get the shoulder armor pieces. You get, yeah. They don't come in this way. They come in separate pieces, but I just combine them just to give you a simple idea of what those are, or what piece you get. So you get the shoulder parts, you get the leg parts because the Adele uses different leg parts, and these parts are, I believe, are the exact same, but you're using a different color version on the kit itself. You get the two white beam sabers. So if you don't like the blue ones, yeah, you can always use these ones, I guess. And then you have this part, which I believe is from the head. It's been a while. I've built the H1 normal HG, so I can't really remember, but I think this is from the head from the H1 normal, and this one is from the backpack of the H1 normal. So that's all the leftover parts. So you can see it shares a good amount of parts, but not exactly that, like 100%. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I'll be needing to show you guys the H1 anymore. So that's that. Let's get on to the review. Now let's start with the head. Now all the stickers, among all the stickers, I think the one that's used on the face is the most unnecessary kit, because even though you do use the stickers, the dark blue visor actually the dark blue clear visor actually covers it up, so you can't really see it. Now, I was trying to take a picture of the inside, but my camera, I have a DSLR and a sports camera, both of them had trouble taking the picture, so I wasn't able to. But this is basically how it looks like. Where is it? It has some sort of like a Gundam face inside of it. Now, it's not great. The inside of it is entirely white. They tell you to use a sticker on the eyes and then the top and the bottom as a gray sticker. So it's really not that necessary. But if you don't like the face mask and you want the face to come out, I guess that's really up to you. But yeah, as a kid, I also wondered how the inside looked like, but I finally got to saw it now. Okay, now let's get on with articulation. I will mention the stickers as while I'm reviewing it. The head can go down that much, up that much, and 360, no problem at all. Once again, I really love H kits because their quality. Some of their builds are very simple and their designs are basic, but their quality or articulation is very very good. Okay, that's that. Okay, well, here's one of the stickers. These black sections on the shoulders, those are stickers. They have front and back as well. The shoulders can go forward and backward, and despite how this looks, this is actually a flap, so you can um, move the arms to the side 90 degrees. And also, I believe I don't have the Titus or Spallo, but even in the show, the Adeles are able to use the Titus pack and the Spallo pack. So I guess if you have those, you can test those out if you want to do so. But I believe it's possible because I have seen some reviews that did those. But yeah, the arms are double jointed bends, and the hands are your typical 360, not 360, typical ball joints, and the arm has a 360 twist going on. And here's one of the parts I really love regarding even the Master Grade that had. This one, you have to take it off, but the Master Grade, you can just twist it. Okay, you have this part for the shield connector that's a hole, and you have this peg to connect it. But if you don't want to put it on the bottom of it, what you can do is, I hope I can take this off. Okay, you can take this part off and then put it onto the side, and then you can without twisting the arm, you can actually just put the shield on this hole as well. So that's a very very good feature, which I wish some other kits would have, or I really hope there would be like some sort of like build divers version of the Adele in the series, because I'm actually pretty excited to see any more H kits from the Build Divers series. Okay, among that, let's look at the body. Sorry for me being so excited. I just love this kit so much. The body can go 360 twist if you want to do so. The front skirts, they come in a single piece, but I believe you are able to cut the middle because they're ball joint sections as well. The back skirt also moves as well, but this one I believe is a single piece. It doesn't work as the back skirts, I believe, a front skirt, I believe. And then the side skirts are connected as a ball joint. And then, oh boy, the legs can go 90 degrees up front, but because of the side design, you might need to move it a little bit to the side. And then it has technically a double jointed bend, but due to the design, this is as far as you go. And you have a side swivel that's right here. as well, and the leg can go almost 90 degrees to the side as well if you want to do so. And here are more stickers. Here's on the knee and the bottom of the knee, I guess. And then we have another black sticker right over here, this part. So that's pretty much it for the stickers. And once again, if you can, oh, did I fold it back in? Yeah. Okay, I really hate when this doesn't work. Okay, I believe you have to put it on this hole to store it in on the back the back skirt of the armor. So that's that. And the feet are, they're not ball joint, but they're connected to pegs. But they have a pretty decent articulation. I mean, you have a pivot. I believe they call these a pivot thing, but I'm not really too sure what's the actual term. But yeah, as you can see, despite its simple design, it has a very good set of articulation. Now for the weapons, it's pretty typical. For the beam saber, just plug the beam saber effect in, and then you just slide this one in, and you have a beam saber effect. And as mentioned, you can either put it on the side or on the back for the shield connector. Of course, if you put it on the side, it doesn't go in as deep as when it's on the back, because I believe the hole there's a little bit difference in depth, but it works pretty well. I mean, sometimes it might feel loose, but it's not really that loose when you shake it around. Okay, finally, the Dots rifle. The way how this one works, you don't actually get trigger fingers. I don't think there are trigger fingers for the AGE kits, but what you need to do is just do the old-fashioned way, where you take it apart and then reattach it like that. And there you go. And I mentioned that this doesn't rotate, but I forgot that they are able to rotate, but you have to do it manually, so like that. So for the leftover parts, if you don't like how this looks, you can always go for using the leftover parts to make the legs white, or use the H1 shoulders, whatever your preference is. So there's a lot of options you can play with this kit. Now there is another version called the Diva version, which is basically a more darker blue of the Adele, which I'm planning to get. And I believe that also comes with sticker decals. This one does not come with any sticker decals for some odd reason, but yeah. So that's basically it. I mean, there's not much to show, but it has a lot of good qualities regarding the kit. So if you're really into simple looking mobile suits or grunt suits, I would definitely recommend this. This is one of the best ones I've actually seen recently. Well, not recently, but what I've built recently. I mean, I've built a ton of kits, so it's really tricky for me to use certain terms. But yeah, simple design. If you're really into simple designs with good quality articulation, this is definitely for you. Some people may not like it because it's from AGE, or some people say this looks a little bit feminine, which I really don't understand. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the HG Adele. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below as well. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.